Dr. Lauren Ellis, a dedicated geriatric physician, stood in her apartment, exhausted but content after a long hospital shift. Her packed bag sat by the door, filled with gifts for her family's Christmas gathering, rosemary stuffing ingredients, a new forest green sweater, thoughtful tokens for everyone. She was ready to play her usual role, the reliable eldest sibling who always showed up, no questions asked. But 3 days before Christmas, her phone buzzed with a call from her younger brother, Blake. "Hey, listen," Blake said, his tone casual but sharp. "Savannah's coming to Christmas. She's really into energy, you know, how a room feels. Your work can feel heavy. It might be better if you sat this one out." "Nothing personal." Lauren froze. "Heavy?" She didn't argue, didn't ask what he meant. She knew. Her work, helping elderly patients face their final days with dignity, wasn't the Instagram-worthy vibe Blake and his girlfriend, Savannah, curated. An hour later, her mother called, her voice soft but cutting. "Honey, we're just trying to keep things easy. Savannah's sensitive. If you come, it might cause confusion. We might not even answer the door." The words landed like a slap. Lauren wasn't just uninvited. She was unwanted. She didn't cry or yell. She simply said, "Okay," hung up and opened her banking app. Mortgage payments to her parents? Cancelled. Emergency fund for family crises? Frozen. Blake's unpaid $1,200 loan? Written off. She'd been their silent backbone for years, but now she chose silence for herself. Growing up, Lauren was the eldest, the trial run, as her father once joked. Blake, the miracle baby, was the golden child, charming, creative, effortlessly loved. When Blake drew on walls, it was expressive. When Lauren broke a bowl, she was careless. His participation ribbon earned a fridge spotlight. Her straight A's were tucked into a drawer. Her medical school acceptance was met with, "Wow, that's intense. Don't burn out." Blake's third college dropout? A party with balloons and a framed photo. Lauren's sketchbook once landed in the recycling bin, mistaken for scrap. She never stopped trying, though. She graduated early, became a doctor, and poured her heart into her patients. Elderly people's society often overlooked. She gave just as much at home. She paid for plumbing repairs, covered overdrafts, and bought Blake a car battery when his died. She never said no, never asked for thanks. But her family didn't see her. They saw Blake's light, while Lauren was the shadow. Too serious, too intense, too much. That Christmas call shattered her illusion of being valued. So she stopped. No announcements, no social media rants, just quiet withdrawal. For the first time, it felt like peace. Christmas Day, Lauren sat alone with a mug of tea, her unlit tree in the corner. She didn't open the gifts she'd wrapped. She didn't cry. She simply existed, free from the weight of expectation. The next day, her phone buzzed. Her mother ignored. A text, "You've done enough damage." Then, a call from Aunt Claire, the only family member who still sent birthday cards. "What happened?" Claire asked. "They're saying you ruined Christmas, but you weren't even there." Claire pieced it together. At the family gathering, Savannah saw an old photo of Lauren and recognized her. "You're Dr. Lauren Ellis," she said. "You saved my grandmother." The room fell silent. What followed wasn't clear, but Savannah left early after hearing the family's usual jabs. Lauren's too serious, too heavy, death in a pantsuit, as Blake once quipped. Savannah, who'd seen Lauren's kindness firsthand, couldn't stomach it. She gathered her things and walked out. 2 days later, Lauren's mother called, voice tense. "I don't know what you said to Savannah, but Blake's a mess." She blocked him. She posted online about being treated like garbage by the family of a woman she admires. Lauren stayed silent. The post, Savannah's, wasn't angry, just honest. She wrote about the doctor who saved her grandmother, about hearing that same woman mocked by her family. "Some people hide cruelty behind holiday lights," she wrote. "Real kindness looks different." It went viral in her art circles, with comments praising Lauren's impact. For once, she wasn't invisible. Then, a voicemail from Savannah. "I got your number from your aunt," she said. "You treated my grandmother years ago. She still talks about you. You didn't give up on her. You made her feel like she mattered." Her voice cracked. "I'm sorry about what happened. I couldn't pretend, so I left. Lauren listened 3 times, tears falling, not from pain, but from being seen. A few days later, a letter arrived. Savannah wrote about her grandmother's yoga, her market walks, how Lauren's care changed her life. Lauren framed it beside her desk. Then came the family's email, signed by her parents and Blake. No real apology, just regret for how things were perceived. They suggested a brunch, a reset, but buried the real motive. They wanted Lauren to ask Savannah to remove her post to save Blake's art world reputation. Lauren didn't reply. Then, her father called her hospital administrator, claiming she was unstable. The administrator dismissed it, but the betrayal stung. A group text to extended family painted Lauren as the problem, tearing them apart. 2 cousins sent yoga retreat vouchers, assuming she was going through something. Finally, they showed up at her door, her parents and Blake. "We just want to talk," her mother said. Lauren stood firm, arms crossed. They weren't here for her. They wanted the old Lauren, the fixer. But she was gone. "No," she said, closing the door. No guilt followed. She made tea, looked at Savannah's letter, and felt peace. Her worth didn't need their approval. She'd spent years healing others, holding hands through final moments, listening when no one else would. That was her strength, not their narrative. To anyone feeling invisible, you are not too much. You don't need to shrink to fit someone else's story. Write your own. Sometimes, not showing up is the loudest truth you can tell.